All right, welcome to Science at the VLN. This is for Science 8, 9, or 10. And this is just a little course tour to help you get started. So here we are on the course homepage. Anytime you want to get back to the course homepage, just click right up in here where it says Science 10, or if you're in grade 8 or 9, okay? So right here is your task to get started in the course. Look at those in a second. Here is your welcome or announcements. So if teachers going away on holidays like Christmas break or spring break, they'll put notices there or anything that you need to know. If we scroll down the page, you can see that I have one quiz not attempted, some emails that I have to respond to, and right here are some quick links, appointments for tests. There are 2 face-to-face exams in this class. If you got really big file sizes, how to reduce them. How to take a screenshot, if you need the equation editor, or if you need some graphing tools. So some links there to help you out. So let's go back up to the top here. A quick way to get to your email, just right here, click there, open up email. So for the grade 10 class, because you self-registered, you need to submit some documents. And if you're a VSB student, you can skip this step. And so let's just open up, just see what it looks like. So I'm just going to open it up, opens up in a new tab. And so this is a folder where you submit some documents. So if you're a K to 12 and not a Vancouver School Board student, or you don't go to a Vancouver School Board school, then this is for you, and you need some proofs of residency. If you're an adult, you need to submit some things. And if you're an international student, some other items there. And what you're going to do, if you need to submit something, just add the file, just like you would add a file to an email, and click submit. And if you need to write some notes there to the teacher, you can do that as well. So just close that. So that's task 1. If you're in grade 8 and 9, you don't have to do that. Then the next thing is this startup quiz. But before we do that, you need to make sure that you can see the content for that. So we'll go up here, go to content, and open in a new tab. And right here it says start here. And you can go through here. So under start here, there's 12 items you need to read. There's an introduction. So let's just see what we're in there. So that the video you're watching right now is right here. Instructor, contact information, outline of the course. And if you're going to send emails, the do's and don'ts about emails, and how to navigate the course, a little bit more detail about the different tools that you'll be using in the course. Let's click here, getting started. So what you can do is introduce yourself in the discussion area. And those are the required documents we just looked at. That's the folder you put it in. Keep scrolling on. So before you do the quiz, this is what you want to be reading right here. So you can minimize this or maximize this. Introducing the cells, nucleus, DNA, etc. So make sure you go through all that, make notes, and then you can go and write the quiz. And so there's a couple different ways of getting to the quizzes. So the easiest one is just go under evaluation, or it might have quiz right at the top, and go to quizzes. So you've made some notes on the cell, and then you can start the quiz. So you click there and just follow the instructions. And what you'll notice is you have 1 hour to complete it. You're going to get 2 attempts to complete or to do the quiz. So, and the highest score counts out of the 2 times. And then you click here to start the quiz. And make sure you submit it at the end. So pretty straightforward. So that's a quiz. And the other thing that you need to do is this startup assignment. And so that's going to download to your computer. Let me go see if I can find it. The first couple pages are going to be the same for all the classes. So anywhere in yellow you need to fill in some personal information, a rough timeline when you're going to finish the course. So if you're going to take 4 months, this would be in December, this would be January, February, March, and you got 2 face-to-face exams, okay? In the course, anti-plagiarism, so contract, type your name in there. Make sure you read all of this first. Some stuff about email and image profile. And here are the science questions you need to complete. So this is from section 1.1 in the content, 1.2. And then just answer it in the yellow. Type in your name here. The teacher will give you a mark, and the teacher comments. So once you've finished all that and you've completed it, what you need to do is put it in the startup assignment folder. So you can click there, as you can get to all your assignment folders right there. And so what you're going to do is take that assignment, or that assignment you just completed, click on Add File, go to My Computer, and then a couple different ways you can just drag it in there, and just wait for it to load, and then add, and then you can write some comments if you need to, and then select Submit. And then what's going to happen, it's going to take a couple of days or school days, 1 or 2, maybe 3 school days for the teacher to mark it. And once they mark it, they will give you access to the rest of the course. So if you need to email the teacher, the best way to find out, the easiest way, I find, is to go under Communications and go to Class List. And underneath the Teacher tab, just check beside the teacher's name and click Email. And put in the subject, Chapter 2, Question 4, whatever the issue is, and then put in your question or comments, okay? So, and then hit send. Remember to contact your teacher if you're having problems, whether it's technical or if it's science related. All right, it's been 1 or 2, maybe 3 school days since you submitted your startup assignment. Your teacher has marked it, and what now happens is that the office double checks to make sure you're not enrolled in the same class at 2 different schools. All right, so let's assume everything's okay. Now you're going to come and log in, and under content, you should see a lot more information. And you'll notice that now we have 4 more sections: biology, chemistry, physics, and earth science. So let's just open up one of those. And then we have some projects. But before we do that, we have these learning guides for each one of the different units. So we'll just see if we can let open up to this page here. And what you need to do is just scroll down here, and you want to download it to your computer. So I'm going to click download. This is a learning guide for biology, and there's one for each unit. And anywhere in yellow, you need to fill in the answers and while you're reading or watching videos in the course. So here's section 1.3, 1.4, and that matches up with, here's another way to, with the content 1.3, 1.4. Okay, so you got to complete the learning guides. And once you've completed the learning guide, you're going to put it in the assignment folders. Because what's going to happen, once you'll see quiz here, you only see one quiz, and that was the startup that you did a few days ago. And we have other quizzes, and you cannot do the biology quiz until you submit the learning guide for biology. So let's go to assignments, and that's where we submit the assignments. And there's projects, which we'll talk about in a second, and here's your folders for your learning guide. So what we do is going to click on the assignment folder for the learning guide. That's just the same document we looked at a second ago, so we're going to add your file that you just completed. Take time. And then we can go to My Computer, and then you can drag it there or go upload it. So I'm just going to drag the file there. So this is the one where I filled in all the answers. And then we're going to add, and then you're going to submit. Now the teacher will not mark these learning guides, but you need to submit the learning guides, because now we can go under quizzes, and there's the biology quiz. And once you finish the chemistry learning guide, you submit that into the assignment folder, and then the chemistry online quiz will show up. Okay, so that is the quizzes and the learning guides. Let's go back to content. There's another thing, are these projects. So let's go down here and we'll look at the biology projects. And this will be similar for the physics and the chemistry and the earth science. So in this one, in Science 10, we have 6 projects also, plus you come up with your own. There's 7, but for this projects, there's if you want to get an A, like a maximum of 100%, you have to do 4. You got to do 4 of these projects right here. If you want 75%, maximum you can get is you do 3 of these assignments. So each one will be worth 10 out of 10. Doesn't mean that if you submit 4 that you will get 100%. You got to do a really, really good job on these projects. All right. So and then you're going to read through those. Each one's going to be a little bit different. Some of them are activities. Some of them are create a storybook. Some of them are labs. All right, so you're going to do that, and then those will be put into the project assignment folder. So as you complete each one, then you'll get feedback there. Now the other thing that we have in the course are 2 face-to-face exams. And the first face-to-face exam will cover the biology and chemistry, and the second face-to-face exam will cover physics and earth science. And to make an appointment, we put a link on the course homepage right down here, make appointments for tests. So you click on there and just follow the instructions. And if you have any problems, then you can contact your teacher. We'll look at one other thing, discussions. If you have a general question about the course and you cannot find it underneath the frequently asked questions page, then you would put it in here. If it's very specific about a grade or something personal, then of course you don't want to put it in the discussion for everybody else to see. That's where you'd use your email and email your teacher. Hopefully that covers everything. It'll get you started. Make sure if you get stuck, whether it's science or technical, contact your teacher right away.